Hey everybody, this is the Esoteric Cross. I make videos about how to gain your personal power while learning ancient secrets, and if that sounds like something that you're into, please hit the like button and subscribe and gain insight from this perspective in the cosmos. In this video, we're going to be talking about the 3 pillars of the Tree of Life within Qabalah. We can see these 3 pillars absolutely everywhere. We see them within tarot, within Freemasonry, going even into the 3 branches of government in America. We can relate this to the Holy Trinity. We can go on about the significance of the number 3 within religions, government, self, mathematics, consciousness, and so on. Here we're just going to be focusing on the ways that these 3 pillars show up within Qabalah. It's important to get an understanding of what Qabalah is. This is an ancient form of Jewish mysticism that contains this diagram called the Tree of Life. If you want more info on Qabalah, I highly suggest checking out my video titled What is Qabalah, which I have linked to this video. I also have a live course in Qabalah that begins on November 4th. The link's in the description, so check that out if you're interested. Basically, this Tree of Life is a map of the universe. It's a map of divinity. It's a map of your soul. This shows you your personal power as divinity dwelling within the physical reality. This shows how the universal consciousness, or God consciousness, creates reality and lives as it. You are God dwelling within the physical, playing this part and aspect of life. As above, so below. Learning about this Tree of Life and working with it is one of the ways to activate this power within the self. So this is also a path back to divinity. On this tree, we see 10 spheres. There is also a hidden sphere called Da'ath, and that is not associated with a number and does not count as an official sphere on the Tree of Life. We can see these 22 paths that run between these spheres on the tree. There's also 4 worlds of Qabalah that are related to the 4 elements, and these show the layers of reality as the universe creates itself. And of course, we have these 3 pillars. The pillars can be simply called the left pillar, the right pillar, and the middle pillar. The left pillar is the feminine pillar and is represented by the color black. The right pillar is the masculine pillar and is represented by the color white. And then the middle pillar is the harmony and the union between the two. When we're talking about these masculine and feminine energies, we're not talking about male and female as people. We're talking about internal and external, form and force. It's really important to emphasize this because a lot of people get really hung up on the gender aspect of this. This is about energies that we all contain, and it has nothing to do with gender or gender roles. Those types of identifications are great blocks in the path to obtaining the wisdom of occult work. The right pillar on the tree is the masculine pillar. This is the pillar that is represented by the color white because this represents light and what is in the open, what is visible. This is showing us the external energy. The spheres along this pillar are externalizations. Yakin is the name for this pillar, and it can also be called the pillar of mercy or the pillar of force. As I was saying, these spheres represent external energy. Hakma is the top sphere on this pillar, and it means wisdom. Wisdom is an external quality. It's something that can be applied. Chesed is the next sphere on this pillar, and it means mercy. Expansion is the energy of this sphere, as well as abundance. There's a quality of giving and providing with this sphere. The last sphere on this pillar is Netzach, and this represents our passions and emotions. Netzach means victory, and the association with emotions, beauty, and care will highlight the application and the externalization of those qualities. The main message of discussing this pillar is that we're taking an idea or information to the world and applying it. The left pillar is the feminine pillar. This pillar is represented by the color black because it shows what is not out in the open. This is about what is hidden, and it's about what is being cultivated internally. If the right pillar was highlighting the application of information, then this will be highlighting the internalization of information. This is where the seeds start to grow within our consciousness. This is reflection, learning lessons, coming to conclusions, and meditation on certain ideas, topics, or experiences. Boaz is the name for this pillar, and we can also call this the pillar of strength, or even the pillar of form. Form is what receives force. The force is the application and also represents the force energy of the soul or consciousness. The form can represent the body or matter or even the structuring aspects of consciousness. The first sphere on this pillar is Binah, which means understanding. There's an emphasis on the understanding of life and death. Binah is also associated with the Great Mother of Creation, and this is the place where the structuring of form begins. When we take action based on wisdom, we internalize the experience and we gain some form of understanding. The next sphere on this pillar is Gebra, and this is one of the tougher energies. It means strength, and it can highlight our challenges that we face within form. It can show us our boundaries, limitations, and restrictions. More importantly, it embodies the strength and the fire energy needed to break through these boundaries and overcome obstacles. This strength is still an internal quality. It can represent the sudden burst of energy within the form that is needed to push forward. The last sphere on this pillar is Had, and it means glory. Had is representing learning, study, reading, communication, and magic. Sure, we go out and seek information, but Had is about the way that we internalize that information, and this begins the pathway to understanding. Lastly, we have this middle pillar. It shows us the combination of the other two pillars. We are taking two things that are seemingly opposite, and we are marrying them. This pillar is the bridge between the other two, and it shows important results from working with the two pillars. It's like the child of the two pillars and also the source of the two pillars. It's the key to awakening and to find balance. Represented by the color gray, we see the blending of the black and white. The spheres along this pillar may represent action, care, and the results. The first sphere on this pillar is Kether, which means crown. Kether is the awareness of the universe and the source of divinity. Some desire is spiraling out from this sphere, and this is externalized as wisdom within the consciousness, which we can then internalize as understanding if we choose. The next sphere is the hidden sphere, Da'ath, which means knowledge. After that understanding has been gained, we now have knowledge and can take action based upon that knowledge. This will lead into expansion within Chesed, and eventually facing the challenges of Gebra. Tiferet is the next sphere along this middle pillar, and Tiferet means beauty. It's located at the heart, and it represents the divinity within the self. It can be associated with Christ consciousness, living the true will, connecting with the higher self. This is one of the most important spheres along this tree, as it is the bridge between Kether and Malkuth, and the bridge between strength and mercy. It represents the care, action, and personal power. This is then reflected into Netzach, representing the passion and externalization of that power, and Had representing the learning and internalization. The next sphere on this pillar is Yesod, which means the foundation. It's associated with intuition and the subconscious. These are the astral energies that set up the foundation for the physical. The last sphere on this pillar is Malkuth, which means the kingdom. It represents everything here in the 3D physical reality. When you look at this middle pillar, every sphere will represent some type of awareness. Malkuth, the physical awareness, Yesod is the psychic awareness, Tiferet is the conscious awareness, Da'ath is the detached awareness, and Kether is the pure awareness or the I am principle. One of the best ways to start connecting with these energies of the Tree of Life is by performing the middle pillar meditation. It involves breath work and energy work to invoke the spheres along the middle pillar within the aura. If that's something that's interesting to you, check out my video titled Benefits of the Middle Pillar. Working with the Tree of Life is such an amazing way to manifest things within your physical reality and manifest the consciousness and life that you really want. Make sure to check out the links in the description below to see what courses I offer, like an introduction course to Qabalah, which starts on November 4th. If you want to work one-on-one with me, I do offer coaching as well. There are links in the description to this, as well as to where you can book a tarot reading with me. I also have the link to my Patreon if you're interested in some live streams, and I hope there was something new that you were able to take away from this video. If so, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.